Okay, guys. So, good morning. I believe it is. I was gonna say Sunday. I believe it is Monday. And if you're lucky enough to be at home like me on the summertime, joined by a lot of kids in the neighborhood because it's summer, here's my video diary for today. Okay. So, as the title says, I'm starting my first 20 days of getting back into shape. So, the first couple of days, I've been drinking those fluids. And if I forgot, I should share the app, right? It's how much water or how much fluids you need in a day, and it's not just water. It's coffee, it's beer, it's tea, it even has pop on it, like a big gulp or something. It looks like a pop, the pop you buy at McDonald's or something. So it's all kinds of fluids. You put it like it includes all kinds of fluids. You put in your body weight, and that's how much you're supposed to drink. Just thinking about it ahead of time makes your liver want to drown. But by the end of the day, when you're done, you feel a lot better. And I swear, like I drink about that much. It feels like I only have to drink like one more extra cup, one more extra glass in the day. So I'm usually done my daily fluid intake around 5 p.m. Because throughout the day I'm drinking coffee, right? I might have a glass of water, all right? And it feels like my liver or my spleen is drowning, thinking ahead. But by the time 5 p.m. comes, I'm done my daily intake. Just naturally just drinking coffee, drinking tea, drinking pop. Yeah, pop's included. Yeah, lots of things included. And it counts towards your daily fluid intake. So don't think ahead. If you think ahead, it feels like your stomach's like your spleen and your liver and your kidneys drowning. So don't think ahead. But usually just your lifestyle, most people's lifestyle, they're done their fluid intake around 5 p.m. Because that's sort of like how I drink coffee as well. Um, so that's the first step in pumping up for the next 20 days. And then I have to tell you, I want to recommend these apps because they look great. I'm gonna work out in the evenings because I don't really watch that much TV anymore. I used to. As a kid, you can probably tell I watched a lot of TV because I know all these shows, but lately I have not been. So I'll work on the evenings. I'll start with a warm up app and a stretching app, which is it's kind of like yoga. And as you can see, my posture is a little bit better because I tried some the last couple of days, and my posture is a lot better. And it's a little bit like yoga, all these stretches, and then there's the push up app, the sit up app. You know, you gotta do 100 push ups, you gotta do 300 sit ups, and then a little bit of triceps and back with barbells if you want to get all strength training wise. All right. So as I use them, I'll recommend those apps if they're any good. They look great so far, but so far I've only used the drinking water app. I've used the stretching app, and as you can see, my posture with the stretching app is a lot better. And stretching with stretching, it's both easier than you think, but the positions are something you wouldn't even imagine. So I'll share that over the next couple of days. And I set the goal of 20 days to get back, to get pumped back, pump back, to get pumped back. All right. So that's one thing I'm doing. And then what else? What else? I came up. You know, people say owning is better than renting. All right. And so, but it's hard to explain. So I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Here's my explanation for it. All right. So I'll start off with a quote. I think Napoleon Hill, or is it Dale Carnegie, says, "A dream is a goal with a deadline. A dream is a goal with a deadline. All right. A dream is a goal with a deadline. If you're renting, there is no deadline. You're renting until you like. Imagine, say you're my age now, 46, or say you're the age I look, 32, right? And you're renting. There's no deadline for rent other than the end of the month. If you're renting, the deadline is the end of the month. But if you're owning, the deadline is maybe 60, 65 years old. Get it? The deadline is always right for the landlord. But if you're owning, the deadline is like 60, 65. All right. Now, but let's get reasonable about this. In terms of a dream is a goal with a deadline. So if you're renting, you're gonna rent until you're in the grave. If you're owning, eventually, there's a deadline. You are done. All right. And what good is it? What good is it, right? Well, first let's check off that quote, right? A dream is a goal with a deadline. But what good is renting? Owning versus renting. What good is it is the last part of your life. You'll be renting till you're in the grave. Last part of your life. When you finish your mortgage, you're living in the same spot you own. All right. And people are like, oh, you'll be old, you'll be senile, you'll be demented. People send you scam, call you on the phone, terrorize you. Come on. Come on, who says that? You say that, you try. You say that, you try. I swear to God, some old guy will blow a hole in your head. Right? Seriously. You say, if you're renting, you'll be renting into your grave and end of your life. That's with grandkids and everything. You'll be renting into your grave. If you own, you're just sitting there. You know, your grandkids come over, all that stuff. But come on, they'll scam you. Come on. You say that, you try it. They'll put a fucking hole in your fucking head. All right? So at the end of your life, like on the last portion of your life, all right, you have the same thing as a renter. You have grandkids, you have kids, you have a wife, except you got no payments for your place. And how much is that payment? Maybe $900, maybe $1,000. At the end of your life, you got no payments. You got $900 to $1,000 in your pocket with the same things the renter has: a wife, kids, and grandkids, plus $1,000 in your pocket every month that the other person is using for rent. Okay. So that's why you should rent. Should own is the last portion of your life that really kicks in. All right. One is a dream. That's a goal with a deadline. Last portion of life, it really kicks in. Because like the renter, you will have a wife, kids, grandkids, except no payments. You have $900 to $1,000 in your pocket. And by then, you're not gonna travel the world. You know what it's for? Gifts for little kids. That's when it's really gonna kick in. Okay. So I'm doing 20 days of pump up, pump back, and then I just want to tell you about owning rather than renting. I'll see you guys later.